Won't find this option in any other car in the world. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum people. I am Karkid. You're watching a car review. This is called Lincoln Aviator. Lincoln is a company that's owned by Ford, a luxury vehicle division of Ford. So the Aviator got two generations. The first generation was from 2002 to 2005. It was based on the Ford Explorer. This one is the second generation from 2020 to the present. Aviator is the shortest vehicle produced by Lincoln. This variant is offered in two versions. One is this one, V6 EcoBoost, and the other one is V6 EcoBoost plug-in hybrid. I have borrowed the car from Bulk Motors. You can see plate, and they got amazing car collection. You can visit their showroom in Aviv. You can say my name and you can get a reasonable discount. The starting price of the Lincoln Aviator starts at $52,195 and it can jump up to $89,600. In UAE you can get it in 262,000 dirhams and it can jump up to 310,000 dirhams. Under the hood you got 3.0 liters turbocharged V6 EcoBoost engine. You got another variant that's V6 EcoBoost plug-in that produces 494 horsepower. 94 is the electric motor horsepower. This is 400 horsepower, 0 to 100 in 5.5 seconds, 614 Newton meters of torque with the 10-speed automatic transmission. This is the front look of the Lincoln Aviator. Amazing thing, when you unlock the car, have a look at the light. This LED runs like this here. This LED runs like this here, and also the turn signals. Amazing thing is the logo, because of the light it might be that you can't see it clearly, but this logo lights up with the LEDs, and when you lock the car again, so this LED switches off. A very nice front grille, no fake air vents. You got this LED, you got LED here. This is the fog LED with the fog lamp here. So very nice look at the front. This is the hood, and I like the central line. Have a look, and into the front windshield. So the side look, it's not that long as the Navigator and it's not that small. This is the perfect SUV size. You got an Aviator logo here at the side, 22-inch new wheels down there, and you got the folding mirrors, and under there is a projector light. When you unlock the car, you will see the Lincoln logo down here at the ground. The doors, electronically opening doors, no need to pull the handles. You got a little button inside the handle, just push it, it will open easily. And one very rare thing, you can see this chrome trim. It's a very fat chrome trim. I didn't see in any car, and it goes up to the end here, and you got chrome trim here down. So one more little detail, come closer and have a look at this pillar. A small lock, it shows that the car is unlocked. So when you have to lock the car, just press it like this and have a look. So it's locked. The back look, you got a very long tail lamp here. When you unlock the car, so it lights up like this. Have a look, like the front lights. And when you lock the car again, it disappears. You got quad exhaust, totally functional. Now if you can see the tailgate, you don't know where's the button, how you can open the tailgate. Lincoln has given you one small car picture here at the light. Have a look, so that you should know where is the button exactly. Under this picture you can press it and the gate will open automatically here. You can close it automatically as well by pressing this button here. This is the cargo area, and you got one secret storage. Have a look, you can open it and you can keep your secret stuff in here. You can fold these seats. You got buttons here at this side. You can press it and you can fold it together, and you got two more buttons. If you want to fold the right one, press the right one. You want to fold the left one, press the left one. Have a look, so unfold it again, so you can fold it together or you can fold it one by one. Won't find this option in any other car in the world. So you got 30 different positions to move your seat. You got buttons at the door to move your seats, and you got options at the infotainment screen. Have a look, click on the screen, you got this different parts of the seats and you can move them. At the door, have a look, you can move the seat. Okay, you can move this part as well, but you can adjust your legs individually. You can move this part one by one. Have a look. Have you ever seen this option in any other car? I haven't seen it. This is amazing. But a sad thing is, when you move back, this is the second row. So all the options you got at the front. This is a totally manual moving seats. You have to move them manually. No electric buttons here. And you have to fold them manually as well. But a good thing is, it's really comfortable. You got a center console here, you got this compartment here to keep something, and these are the buttons to control this shade here. You got cup holders and a little screen here. So how you get in the third row, you got a button. You can move these seats electronically, but it's a very dangerous one. You got a button there at the side of the seat. When you press this button, it really comes so fast. Have a look, like this. But you can't move this seat with this button backwards. You have to push it like this to move back. I want to show you when you get in the car, and you can see this is the infotainment screen, this is the gauge cluster. So when you switch on the screen, you got a very nice graphics here. Have a look. So moving on to the steering wheel, have a look at the steering wheel, a really nice one, and you got some details on the steering. Maybe you have seen a video of the Range Rover I have done. It's the similar steering to that, because these are lights inside the steering wheel. These are not the buttons. This is a small joystick. You can move it left or right, and whichever option you select, it shows you on the gauge cluster here. And these lights change. How it is, have a look. When you press it to the left, these light disappears, and only you got back and okay, and shows detail of radio here, the music, and you can swipe it right and it's back to the original gauge cluster here. At steering wheel, you don't have the cruise control options. Yes, you do have. Have a look at this button here. Press it and it's switch on, like the lights light up here, and you got the cruise control options. A very nice little tiny detail. Moving on to the right, you got infotainment screen, you got seat options, you got many other settings you can play with, but this is not the quickest infotainment screen I have seen. It got some legs in it. Down here you got air vents and you got camera options. When you press this, you got the bird eye view, and you can change the views like this, so you can see this is the option. And the parking assist options you got. Down there you got gear buttons. You don't have a gear lever. These are the buttons: parking, reverse, neutral, and drive. You got the stereo control, the air condition control. Got two compartments here. One is to keep your stuff here. This is the cup holder here. And one amazing thing is, the ambient light will change with which color you have selected. Go to the ambient light and select purple, so this color will change into the purple, or blue, so it will change into the blue, whichever ambient light you select. Got this button here. This is the drive mode button. Select it, rotate it, and you will see different modes at the gauge cluster with the amazing graphics. Also you got massage options. When you click on the seat here, you got massage for the driver and for the passenger. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different categories of massage, but only in the front seats. You don't have massage at the back seats. You got different modes at the gauge cluster, changing with the graphics. So you got 5 different modes. You got excite, responsive, and engaging. When you rotate it, you got conserve mode, efficient driving, normal mode, slippery mode, and you got deep conditions, deep snow, mud, or sand mode. So a very nice center console with the wooden finish in it. So while sitting in the Aviator, the happiness, the smile on your face says everything. This is so cool car with the cool interior, with the cool material here. No need to talk about power. The people who buy this car doesn't think about the power because they need luxury car. They need a quiet car. They need something nice material in the car. But I'm not the one who buy this car. I'm a reviewer, so I have to try it. I have to show you guys power. So let's try in the Excite mode. So I'm gonna pull the car a little bit, and this is a 400 horsepower. Let's see what it got. Impressive, really nice. It's not that fast, it's not that slow. This is a car for you guys who want to relax. There's a little sound of the engine. This is a V6, and I'm waiting for the plug-in hybrid version. So the engine sound is coming inside a little bit when you pull the car. So there is a sound, maybe you guys can hear that. It should not be there in this luxury car, because Lincoln produced luxury cars, and the competitors like Audi and BM and you can say Range Rover, they don't have this sound inside the engine sound. But also the thing is, the steering wheel is so nice with the Lincoln badge in here, and the little screens you can say in the steering wheel, and when you press the button with the cruise, you can see these little screen, and it makes you happy. One amazing thing I noticed now, whenever you park the car, any other cars, and you got some warning tones in it, and they kind of like irritate you, like ting 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 ting. So Lincoln think about a little detail for you guys, and it's amazing. So I guess you heard it, and this is amazing. So hope you enjoyed the video. This was the Lincoln Aviator. If by mistake I have given you any wrong information, my apologies for that. Do take care of yourself and my channel as well. Till next time, peace out.